The morning sun was slowly rising over Lahore. Ayan walked toward college with tired eyes. Every day felt the same heavy routine for him. He wanted change, but life wasn't changing. His father worked in a small mechanic shop. His mother stitched clothes late into the night. Money was always short, worries always big. Ayan wanted to study and support them. But inside, he felt he was failing every day. No matter how hard he tried, marks stayed low. Teachers scolded him, students laughed at him. He felt like he had no value. When he reached college, his heart was heavy. He sat alone in the classroom, looking at his notebook. He knew the teacher would call his name today. And yes, that moment came. Ayan, you are wasting your future. The teacher shouted. The whole class turned to stare at him. Some students whispered and giggled softly. Ayan felt tears but controlled himself. He walked out of class as soon as the bell rang. His chest felt tight with shame and frustration. He went to the rooftop, his secret quiet place. There, he finally let his tears fall. A voice came from behind him gently. Are you okay? A girl asked softly. He turned and saw Minal from his class. A smart, kind, calm girl everyone respected. Ayan quickly wiped his eyes and looked away. I'm fine, he said in a broken voice. Minal took a few steps closer to him. You don't look fine, she said kindly. He didn't know what to say anymore. Everything felt too heavy inside his chest. He sat down on the rooftop floor silently. Minal sat next to him. You think you are weak, she said. But actually, you are only tired. Those words felt like a soft light. Ayan looked at her with surprise. She told him about her own struggles. Her father losing his job years ago. Her family surviving with almost nothing. People laughing at her dreams. I didn't stop, she continued softly. I cried, I broke, I struggled, but I kept going. She looked into Ayan's eyes calmly. That is why everything changed for me. Ayan listened carefully to every word. He never knew her life was so difficult. Her strength inspired him in that moment. Something shifted inside his heart. When he went home, he saw his parents working. His father wiping sweat from his forehead. His mother stitching clothes quietly in dim light. They never complained, never gave up. Ayan opened his books that night. For the first time, he studied with peace. Not to impress anyone, but to grow. He worked slowly but sincerely. Days turned into weeks of hard work. He wrote notes neatly and asked questions. He didn't allow fear to take over again. Teachers noticed his change. Students who once made fun of him stopped. They saw something new in his eyes. A calm but strong fire was growing. Ayan felt hope returning to his life. Soon, final exams came closer and closer. Ayan revised late into the night every day. His mother brought him chai to stay awake. His father smiled proudly at him. On exam day, Ayan sat in the hall nervously. The paper was placed in front of him. For a few seconds, his mind went blank. Fear tried to control him again. Then he remembered Minal's gentle voice. Often your fear is louder than your ability. He closed his eyes, took a deep breath. Then he began writing with confidence. Hours passed, and the exam ended. Ayan walked out feeling strangely peaceful. He had given his best, truly best. That itself felt like victory. 2 weeks later, results came out. Students rushed to the college notice board. Ayan stood at the back, afraid to look. His heart was beating fast. He slowly walked toward the list. His eyes scanned through the names. And suddenly, he froze in disbelief. Ayan Ahmed, 85%, his eyes filled with tears instantly. Not tears of sadness, but pure joy. He couldn't believe the number. He whispered softly, I did it. Someone tapped his shoulder lightly. He turned and saw Minal smiling warmly. I told you, she said with pride. You are stronger than you think. That moment changed something forever. Not the marks, but the belief inside him. He understood where real strength comes from. From not giving up when life is hard. Months passed and life became brighter. Ayan got a scholarship for higher studies. He started teaching tuitions to earn money. His little sister admired him deeply. His parents looked at him with pride. They saw him growing into a confident boy. Someone who once doubted himself every day. Now someone who believed in himself. People who teased him now respected him. Teachers praised his dedication and manners. Friends asked him for study help. Ayan stayed humble and thankful. Years went by, full of progress and learning. Ayan completed his degree with top marks. He received an award for academic excellence. His family cried happy tears at the ceremony. Reporters asked him his secret of success. He smiled and remembered the rooftop moment. There was a day I wanted to quit, he said. But someone reminded me that tired is not weak. After the ceremony, he visited his old college. He walked to the same rooftop again. The wind blew gently, like years before. Memories washed over him. He stood there quietly, feeling grateful. This is where everything changed, he whispered. Not the world, but me. He felt peace inside his heart. A voice came from behind him softly. You kept your promise, the voice said. He turned and saw Minal standing there. Her smile was still warm and calm. Ion felt emotional seeing her again. Because she had changed his life unknowingly. Her kindness became his turning point. Her words gave him strength. They stood together on the rooftop silently. Two people connected by a moment of hope. A moment that turned darkness into light. A moment that changed a life forever. One kind word can save someone. Hard work always brings results. You are stronger than your fear. Your life changes when you change.